Adelaide researchers are one step closer to finding a possible cause of sudden infant death syndrome. They found gut bacteria varies between SIDS babies and healthy babies, but it's a theory that's been met with controversy. It's the result of 30 years' work, a personal crusade for microbiologist Professor Paul Goldwater.
I've had colleagues and friends who've lost babies. It's one of medicine's main enigmas that needs to be solved.
Delving deep into the freezers, researchers compared intestine samples from children who died of SIDS with those from healthy babies.
Key finding is the difference in the gut flora.
It's thought this abnormal gut environment found in SIDS babies might cause changes in the intestine wall, allowing bacteria to get into the bloodstream.
Infection is the underlying problem.
The way to prevent that infection is thought to be very simple.
One good thing they can do is put their babies down on their backs and use clean linen. We think being place prone gives a better opportunity for the baby to ingest those bugs from the sleeping surface.
Parents have to realise that it's not going to be just one major finding that's going to crack the SIDS enigma.
By definition, the cause of sudden infant death syndrome is unexplained, making it extremely hard for parents who lose a child to find answers.
These people are suffering tremendously, and of course they'll grab hold of anything. And so if somebody says, well, it's an infection, then they'll say, well, maybe we'll put our next child on antibiotics. So you have to be very cautious about what you're coming out with.
Last year, 50 children across Australia lost their lives to sudden infant death syndrome. But that's an 80% reduction from the early 1990s, when safe sleeping guidelines were introduced.
I'd applaud anybody who says put babies on their back. And then, academics can argue the reasons why, but the real message is, make them safe.
Professor Goldwater is now seeking further funding, with the hope of confirming his preliminary results.
It's only through research that you can find the answers. And, while we still have, those questions out there, we need to fund research into this area.